Hi, this is Jim Cramer, founder of The Street, and I'm with Dan Dicker, our energy expert. I want to talk about the commodity super cycle. There's some people who are calling for an end to it. What do you think? Yes
Ed
or no?
Morse, particularly at Citi, I don't buy it at all. I mean,
Why?
look. You can look at all the charts, and I have said this for years that we are seeing absolutely higher lows every year since the collapse in '07, and that to me is not the end of a bull market. You need a breakdown of what has been a long-term bullish trend here. Now, I will admit that there has been a disconnecting that's been going on, which is a good thing from most of the stock equities and commodities, which is terrific. That's actually very good for stocks. But what hasn't happened has been this collapse. And if you look at some of the prices, I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, does $95 crude sound like a market that's tanking?
I mean, I had someone the other day discussing
even
lumber.
even $330 copper. Does that sound like a market that's
Home
tanking?
Depot was talking about lumber, and lumber's come down in the last 3 weeks.
Right.
He said, well, this is up substantially from last year. But let me give you
Right.
the wild card here, because
corn
ActionAlertsPlus.com
at
owns
$6.20. I mean,
that's going lower. They're planning like mad.
I
Vale,
agree, and
though, iron.
but they're going to have a tremendous yield, but still they can't get the price under
No,
$6.
you can't,
I mean,
because ethanol's no longer burning half the corn supply.
But the
Iron
point is
has
this,
been bad. And
iron ore's
copper
been
has,
horrible.
right. So can that bottom too?
Well, I think what's happening is you're getting this deacceleration in China, and that is having a fundamental effect.
Right, on some of these base metals.
But until you get some of the money that's been accumulating in some of these asset classes and commodities out, which you're never going to do as far as I can see, you're never going to have this kind of end of a super cycle or a true bear market in commodities that a lot of people are calling for. Will you have this endless kind of spiking of prices? That may be at an end.
All right, so let's do a little lightning round. Coal.
Don't like it. It's been horrible forever. That one's never participated in the super cycle. I think it's reaching its bottom. I don't think it'll go below $3
Really? Okay, so
at
they're
all.
coal. We like Joy Global, so we're on the other side of that. They report next week. Freeport, though, that would bode well for that.
Yeah, again, you know, when you're dealing with miners, it's very, very tough to find the bottom in some of these miners. And even if the metal itself bottoms, you may not have found the bottom.
Aluminum.
Again, hasn't participated at all in the super cycle, and Alcoa is the dog of all dogs because of it. I think, again, you're not going to see a number, despite the fact they're planting and they're getting a tremendous yield this year, but I don't think you're going to see a number much below 6. So, in fact, you've got a lot of pressure on corn from ethanol, from export, and a lot of the storage that's going on, particularly in the Mideast, on some of these commodities. So that's not something that's going to go down.
So deer could be neither here nor there. It should be, because when corn kicks down, deer goes away. But
That's
longer
true.
term, deer should be interesting.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's exactly right. And these are the kinds of things where you wait for some of these mini swoons to get into. So there are some places here, particularly in some of those corn ag stocks, where I think you're getting to a place where you can get in.
Yeah, I know I still like Monsanto. Okay, Dan Dicker, thank you so much for your help. This is Jim Cramer from The Street. Stick with us.